Okay, so this brief overview is going to show you how you're going to make more money, close more loans, and where the leads will originate from. And also why this is so much more targeted than radio and commercials, less expensive, and you have more control to test ad variations. What I'm going to show you will really bring everything together and show you how you can control your marketing, your lead source, and ultimately your income. Instead of depending 100% on realtors or Zillow, you need a proven system that runs on autopilot. So let me show you some of that and the power of the targeting options at your disposal. First, let's look at Refi lead generation and targeting and how we can generate those. So here you will see, as we spoke about, roughly a budget of $35 a day or $1,000 a month. And for right now, we're going to be targeting New York State, which you'll see right here. I just chose New York just randomly. Obviously, you can add multiple states if you're licensed in multiple states, or let's say you want a radius just within a certain area. You can also say exclude or exclude people, everyone in this location, or people who live in this location, which is really good for targeting, people recently in this location, or people actually traveling to this location. So you can get really creative with this targeting and how you want to basically make it work the best for you. So right now at $35 a day, people 21 to 65, all men and women, English speaking. You can just put Spanish or any other language if you speak, if you just want to focus on a campaign towards them. Right now, I input these demographics, which I'll go over with you, which will show you basically how we came up with this 2.7 million targeted pool of potential clients you can reach. So this one right now, Mortgage Online, is a very, very targeted and highly important one, because it's people who are very receptive to online higher mortgage offers, meaning if they see an ad or a video targeted to them related to a mortgage offering, they're going to be very highly responsive to it. Recent home buyers, obviously people in households that have recently been purchased, a recent mortgage borrower. This is huge for refinances, of course. People who have recently borrowed money to purchase a home. And I also included these, which you can eliminate one or just have one or not have any of these if you want. So people, length of residence, basically under a year, 1 to 2 years, and 3 to 5 years. So again, these are all great ways where we can target people that might be overpaying on their mortgage to do a refinance. And you're selling them a service that doesn't cost them any money. So for you to reach out to them and say, hey, would you be interested in obviously paying less in your monthly mortgage payment? Nobody's going to say, no, not me. So of course they're going to have interest in that well put together ad or well put together video. It's going to pique their interest. When they click on that ad, it's either going to take them to the page that I set up for you where they pre-qualify themselves with that lead quiz, or in the video itself, we're going to have a set of basically pre-qualification questions saying, things like if you're not behind on your mortgage or whatever basically pre-qual questions you want us to put in there. They'll hear that, they'll see it, and hopefully that'll eliminate a lot of the tire kickers, but they'll also see the 800 number or the number that we put in there. When they call that, basically says call right now, etc. We prompt them to call that number. When they call that and they see that in the ad, your lines are going to ring, your phone lines are going to ring. So on to narrowing down this a little further. So this might seem like it's an excellent pool of people to run ads to, which it is. You have 2.7 million people which you could actually target. But here's a little trick, and here's a little trick of the trade. So we're going to take out Mortgage Online. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the mortgage borrower. Here's the trick, where it says and must also match at least one of the following. So we're going to type in Mortgage Online down here, and now if you look over here at the numbers, it greatly decreased our potential pool of people. So they have to either be a recent home buyer, a recent mortgage borrower, and length of residence has to be one of these, and they must also be highly receptive to receiving an online mortgage offer. So now you have a much, much more targeted pool of people that are going to be highly receptive to doing a refinance with you. And when they see the ad, they're going to call the number, or they're going to go to your website and they're going to fill out that pre-qual form. And upon submission, you're going to get it. And basically, you repeat the process. And then if they don't take any action, we retarget them again, and you basically repeat the process over and over. So right now, you have 270,000 people that would be highly receptive in the entire state of New York to doing a refinance with you. So this is, guys, you can see the power of this right now. If you're not doing this, you can see why this is so much better than radio, than television, than getting your leads, buying them from Zillow, and competing with other people who may be getting the same lead over and over. Putting your future in the hands of realtors who basically send you one lead, send another guy another lead. So now at least you have control. You can automate it. This marketing doesn't take any of your time, and you only speak to hot qualified people, and only them are seeing your ads. So just quickly, let's go up here and let's just change a state. Let's just, I don't know, throw in any old state. Let's pick, just for argument's sake, let's see what numbers look like on another state. Let's just go to Texas. So that should hopefully update quickly. So right now, there you go, 450,000 people in Texas with the same demographics, the same targeting. So you can see, just it varies by state, wherever you are. Let's say you're licensed in multiple states. Obviously, that's going to increase your pool of buyers. So what I'm going to show you right now, next coming up, is another set of demographics and how we can target them, and also how powerful that is. Okay, for this example, I went ahead and I changed some of the demographic targeting to basically a purchase lead source that we can generate and run for you. So for this example, we set up people that are first-time home buyers. This audience segment targets consumers who are likely to be first-time home buyers, and we have a first-time home buyer grant. People who have expressed an interest in or like pages related to first-time home buyer grants. Huge opportunity right here if you guys also want to do people that are going to be looking to basically buy a home. This is great right now, and I also set it up, I narrowed it down even further. So they have to be either highly likely to be a first-time home buyer or interested in the grant, and they must also have an income of, and you can change this, of at least 75,000 up to and over 500,000. So that means they're going to be first-time home buyers that have a job and an income of at least 75,000 up to over $500,000. And I even narrowed it down further, and we can take this out, the net worth, which you could put in there. They have to have liquid assets in the bank, so meaning cash on hand, so meaning they can have money to put down for a down payment. So you tell me anywhere else you can find people that are highly likely to be first-time home buyers or looking for a grant that have a great income, which you can target by as high or low as you want to go, and that have money in the bank to afford a down payment. So right now you can see we have people that have liquid assets of at least 25,000 up to over 3 million. Now remember, we're still in Texas here, but right now that potential reach is 72,000 people that you can market to, that an extraordinary targeted group of people that would be interested in buying a home. So they're going to see your video, and they're going to go through the same process, and they're going to reach out to you. Now, let's say you wanted to take out the liquid assets. Obviously, if you take out the liquid assets, your group of people and things are going to change. If you totally eliminate this, like you see, the numbers will adjust, of course, and your potential reach will be larger. So now you're reaching first-time home buyers with an income. Let's say we wanted to have the income a little higher. We could take out something like the 75 to 100. Again, it narrows it, but now you're reaching a much more targeted people who have more money, who have a higher income. So this is a huge opportunity. Again, you run the ads targeted to people that are interested in buying the home, and with your budget, again, of $35 a day. And again, this is in Texas. If you look over here, you can reach up to 4,000 people a day, and that you only pay when someone clicks on the ad. So guys, this is huge, and the next step I'm going to show you even more targeting. So stay tuned 1 second and watch this. Okay, so for another creative example, newly engaged couples. Now what happens when people get engaged? What's their next step? They're going to buy a home. So what we do, newly engaged, 1 year, 3 months, or 6 months. So recently engaged people who are renters, who are currently renting, that have a high income. So guys, right now, obviously you can reach out to them. We're going to be running ads saying newly engaged, currently renting, wasting money on rent. Why not consider taking the next steps? Talk to me. I can show you how you can buy a home, save some money, invest in your future as a newly married couple. So right now, again, we're still in Texas, but with your budget, right now we have a pool of 16,000 people that are newly engaged, that are renters, that have high incomes. Again, these numbers change daily and monthly because obviously people are always getting engaged, and you can reach up to 2,400 of them a day. So up to 2,400 people a day who are newly engaged renters that have a high income can be seeing your ad. So nowhere else can you get that. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you another demographic that you'll be really excited about as well. Okay, for this example, I'm going to show you really how creative we can get. There's really limitless options we can go after, and how granular and how relevant we can get when creating our ads. So let's say we want to target parents, and they must also currently live in a pretty small home, so less than 750 square feet, 750 to 99, or 1,000 to 1,200, and they must be highly receptive to an online mortgage offer, or they must be a recent home buyer or a recent mortgage borrower. So if they're parents, you could run an ad saying, hey parents, would you want to try to save some money, do a refinance, or let's say we want to eliminate the recent mortgage borrower and the recent home buyer. Now it's 9,000 people if you look over here, but we can run an ad to this audience and say, are you feeling a bit cramped with the kids in the house? Feel like you might need an upgrade on the size of your home? Reach out to me. I'll show you basically how I can get you in a bigger home for really not much more money. So something like that. We can get really creative because they're parents in a small house that are highly receptive to a mortgage offer. So there's another great example of some creativity and what we can do for you. So for this example, let's take a quick look at what we could possibly do for a refinance campaign. Age people 62 and older, all. Now they're going to be homeowners, and we can actually narrow down by generation. Baby boomers, so they must be homeowners, and they must also either be a baby boomer, a veteran in the home, or retired, and they must be highly receptive to receiving an online mortgage offer. So right now you have a pool of potential reach of 160,000 people that are highly primed for reaching out and doing a refinance campaign to them. So they're homeowners. You can see these great options. Again, this is another type of campaign and creativity that we can run for you. So as one last quick example, I'm going to show you some other choices. I'm just going to change the age group here quickly. Of how easy it is to target people also by the type of jobs or employers they have. So obviously, government employees, military employees, veterans, they have the capability to get some really great loans. You guys can run very targeted offers just to military or veterans or government employees. So let's say we wanted to target people that are government employees, military, and veterans that are renters, and say, hey, if you're currently a government employee or in the military or a veteran and you're renting, you want to get into your own home, this is what I can do for you. Or let's say if they were a recent mortgage borrower, we could run a campaign saying retired military, etc. Would you like to do a refinance? And we can do the same thing. We can change the work to cops, firemen, firefighters. So use your imagination. We can target people by the type of job they have, because a lot of cops, firefighters, etc., they have access to really special mortgage programs that you can offer. So we can get very targeted as far as the type of industries people work in, even doctors or teachers. Obviously, they have access to other special programs, and we can target just them. So again, I look forward to working with you. You can see the power of this system, and when it's all put together, we run all this for you. It takes none of your time. So get back to me, and let's discuss moving forward. Thanks for your time.